Most people know Notion as a note-taking app. Maybe you have tried it before, used it to jot down some ideas, and then went back to whatever you were using before. If that is your experience with Notion, I want you to set it aside completely, because what Notion has become in 2026 is something fundamentally different. It is no longer a place to store notes. It is an AI-powered workspace that can plan your projects, write your documents, research topics for you, connect to your other tools, and now, with the addition of autonomous AI agents, actually execute complex multi-step tasks on your behalf while you are doing something else. In this video, I am going to break all of that down from scratch, including exactly what it costs and whether it is worth it for you specifically. Let's get into it. Let's start with what Notion actually is at its core. Notion is an all-in-one workspace. It combines things that most people currently use 5 or 6 separate apps for notes and documents, databases and spreadsheets, project management and task tracking, team wikis, calendars, and now email, all inside a single platform. The idea is that instead of jumping between Notion for your notes, Google Docs for your documents, Trello for your tasks, and Slack for your communication, everything lives in one place where it is all connected and searchable. That alone makes it powerful. But the reason Notion is worth talking about right now, in 2026, is specifically what has happened to its AI layer. Notion AI has gone through several major upgrades over the past year, and the most significant of these is the introduction of the Notion AI agent, which launched with Notion 3.0 in September 2025. Here is the key distinction that separates this from every other AI writing assistant you have probably tried. Most AI tools are reactive. You ask them a question, they give you an answer, and then you have to go implement it yourself. Notion's AI agent is different because it does not just suggest, it executes. You give it a goal, it breaks the task down into steps, and then it goes and does the work across your entire workspace, creating pages, updating databases, compiling research, drafting documents for up to 20 minutes autonomously. You can hand off a genuinely complex task, go make a coffee, and come back to find the work done. Let me give you a few concrete examples to make that real. You could tell the agent, compile all of the meeting notes from the last 2 weeks, identify every action item that has not been completed, and create a priority list sorted by deadline. The agent goes through every relevant page in your workspace, pulls the information, and builds you the list. Or, you could say, research the top 5 competitors for this product idea, summarize their pricing and key features, and build a comparison table in my research database. The agent searches the web, processes the results, and populates your database, structured and ready to use. Or something simpler, take my disorganized ideas page and turn it into a structured project plan with a timeline. It reads the page, applies logical structure, and rewrites it as a proper plan. These are not edge cases. This is what the tool is designed for and what it delivers. Now, let me walk you through the core AI features inside Notion so you have a complete picture. The first is the AI chat interface. Anywhere inside Notion, you can open a chat window and ask questions about anything in your workspace. It is context-aware, meaning it already knows what is in your notes, your databases, your documents. You do not have to paste anything in or explain the background. It already has it. Ask it to summarize a 50-page document. Find a specific decision that was made in a meeting 3 weeks ago, or explain what is outstanding on a particular project. It will pull from your actual workspace content to answer you. The second feature is writing assistance. Select any text in Notion and you get a full set of AI editing options. Improve the writing, shorten it, make it more formal, translate it, continue it, fix the grammar. You can also generate content from scratch. Open a blank page, describe what you want, and Notion AI will draft it for you. This works particularly well for documents you produce repeatedly. Weekly updates, status reports, project briefs, client proposals. The third feature is research mode. This is one of the most powerful and underused features in the entire platform. Research mode lets you ask a question, and Notion AI will search not just your workspace, but also your connected external tools and the live web. Then synthesize everything into a polished, structured document you can share directly with your team. It works like having a personal analyst. You describe what you need to know, and it comes back with a thorough written report. This is genuinely useful for competitive analysis, topic research, and building knowledge base articles. The fourth area is database automation. Notion's databases are essentially smart tables. You can build them to track anything, from content calendars to client pipelines to product roadmaps. With AI, you can now autofill database properties, generate summaries of every item in a database, ask complex questions about patterns in your data, and set up automations that trigger AI actions when conditions are met. For example, every time a new client is added to your database, Notion AI can automatically generate a personalized onboarding document for them. Now, let me talk about one of the things that makes Notion increasingly hard to ignore for people who use a lot of tools, and that is its integration and search capabilities. Notion AI can now search across not just your Notion workspace but also Slack, Google Drive, GitHub, Jira, Microsoft, Teams, SharePoint, OneDrive, and Gmail. So you can ask Notion a question and it will look across all of those platforms simultaneously to find the answer. The practical implication is significant. Instead of opening 6 different tabs to find out what was decided about a project, you ask Notion once and it surfaces the answer from wherever it happens to live. This is called enterprise search and it is one of the most practical features the platform has shipped. Let me now be honest about pricing, because this is where Notion gets a bit complicated and I want to make sure you have accurate information. There are 4 tiers. The free plan gives you a fully functional Notion workspace, unlimited pages, databases, and blocks, with a limited trial of AI features. Once the AI trial runs out, you will need to upgrade to continue using it, but as a way to test whether Notion is right for you, the free plan is perfectly legitimate. The Plus plan costs $10 per user per month billed annually and adds unlimited file uploads, 30-day version history, and up to 100 guests. However, it does not include full Notion. The business plan costs $20 per user per month, billed annually, and this is where full Notion AI is included. The agent, research mode, enterprise search, all of it. This is the key change that happened in May 2025 when Notion discontinued the old $80 per user AI add-on and bundled it directly into the business tier. And the enterprise plan is for large organizations with custom security, compliance, and admin requirements, priced on request. For most individual users and small teams, the honest answer is this: if you want the full AI experience, and that is probably why you are watching this video, you need the business plan at $20 per user per month. For a solo user, that is $20 a month. For a team of 5, that is $100 a month. Whether that is worth it depends entirely on how much of your work lives in documents, databases, and knowledge management. If you are constantly writing, organizing, and researching, the ROI is easy to see. If you mostly need a simple task manager, there are cheaper options. So who is Notion AI actually best suited for? It works exceptionally well for content creators and writers who need to draft, edit, and organize a large volume of written content regularly. It is excellent for startups and small teams that want a single workspace that handles everything without managing a dozen separate subscriptions. It is highly valuable for knowledge workers, researchers, analysts, consultants, strategists who need to organize and synthesize large amounts of information quickly. And it is powerful for project managers and operators who want to automate repetitive documentation and status reporting tasks. Where it is less ideal is for people who need heavyweight project management with complex dependencies and resource allocation. Dedicated tools like Asana or Jira handle that more robustly. And if all you need is a basic note-taking app, Notion's learning curve is steeper than simpler alternatives. That is Notion AI, one of the most complete and genuinely capable AI productivity platforms available right now, and one that has evolved well beyond what most people think it is. If this video was useful, hit the like button and subscribe. We cover a new AI tool every week, and I want to hear from you. Are you already using Notion? And if so, what are you using it for? Drop it in the comments. Next up, I am covering GenSpark, the AI super agent workspace that just raised over $400 million and partnered with Microsoft. A lot of people have not heard of it yet, but that is about to change. Subscribe so you do not miss it. See you in the next one.